Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you might be watching this. My name is Deborah Blanche. I'm an actor, storyteller, Chautauqua performer, and writer. I also have done a lot of workshops with regard to those areas of expertise and many projects that I've directed and been a part of in institutional settings, educational settings, and recreational settings. In 1985, might have been 86, I was invited to do my first Chautauqua audition. I had just completed a full-length one-woman show called Women of the West, which had toured the American West twice. And I came back to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and did a finale performance at the Chemo Theater. Attending that performance was someone who was at that time a member of the board for the Humanities Council, and she encouraged me to audition for the Chautauqua program. I thought it was a great fit. It involved women's history, it involved biographical performance and portrayal, it involved traveling around New Mexico, meeting new people, and going to different places. So I chose the character from Women of the West, who was what I called the viewpoint character, Abigail Scott Duniway. And I reworked the script, made it audition size, ironed my costumes, gathered my props, and went off to the Chemo Theater, which is where the auditions were being held that year. I was confident about my prepared material, but I was a little uneasy about the question and answer period as the character. I knew that was a requirement, and I was familiar with improvisation, but I'd never had to answer questions as if I were a real person about which there were real facts. Evidently, I did all right. The audition committee approved me, and Abigail Scott Duniway tells the history of the West from the woman's point of view, became a Chautauqua program. And it wasn't too long that I was out on the road before I started realizing that that question and answer period was for me the very richest part of the entire program. It was a time when the audience had an opportunity to ask what they wanted of the character, and that my job as a writer was to clearly state the theme in my prepared material, but not to hose people down with more information than they might want to know. I wanted to plant some seeds so that they would be curious enough to ask the character herself what she thought about this, or what was the end of that story, or something about her family, whatever their curiosity moved them to ask. There's hardly a time now that I leave from doing a presentation and go back to put on my street clothes that I'm not making some kind of note about what it is that I want to do better, how I might answer a question better. And I like this aspect of the Chautauqua program as well, because it keeps the presentation fresh and it keeps me sharp. Now there's a new shift happening, and the Chautauquans are being asked to not only have a question and answer period after they come out of character with them as themselves, which is the way I've been seeing it prior, but they've also we're being asked to be facilitators of a discussion. That's going to be a new challenge, and I look forward to practicing that in the upcoming Chautauqua programs that I have already booked for the 2020 Women's Suffrage Centennial. So thank you for watching and listening this afternoon, or this morning, or this evening. I encourage you to look on my website. That's www.palomitaproductions.org. Let me spell Palomita for you. Palomita Productions.org. There you'll find more about me, about my work, and about my philosophy on it. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope that we meet personally one day. Farewell.